Welcome back to Dark Souls. Not much to say here. I just, as you see my current stats, I just boosted a bit my endurance. So let's move on because I want to get over with this fucking sewer as soon as possible.
Yes, because as we all know, tier 1 sewer levels are like
You and deserts.
Or water. I was trying to give a sarcastic example, but
A river in dryness. Sorry.
If that's the case, no wonder I've been so hesitant to go back to watching the original Aladdin.
Anyway, let's go back to where we were with the Welsh character, the area with the Welsh character and all. But what we need to do is first to kill these blobs. Okay. And now I think what? Oh shit! Come here! Come here! There you go.
Now fireworks with with creatures that could just go back into the water right there.
Oh boy, it's almost time. Yeah, it's time to face the boss. We're actually close to the finishing area right now. So let's get here. Like I said, we have an advantage because if we didn't kill the priest in the other room, it would have buffed the boss, therefore making it much more harder. But if we check here, I should be able to see something here. Hold on, maybe it's on the other balcony here. No? Oh, there we go. There's a summoning sign here, and another one here. Hold on, but first if I check this here, I get a heavy crossbow and a heavy bolts. Crossbows are kinda useless here, so don't bother. Anyway, this sign is very recognizable because it's our good old pal Solaire, so let's get him. But what we do, the other one is Knight-Lautrec, the guy we freed from the prison cell. So see guys, he's helping us anyway. So let's accept his help. Well, we are in a kind of a subterranean dungeon, so we kind of need the help of an expert. And believe me, we kind of need all the help we can with this boss.
Oh, he's an arsehole.
Honestly, Leaves, any help that it actually matters. Well, let's get down. Alright. Class information, because this boss is kinda... Oof, I'll just say that. This is actually one of the more infamous. Not so much in terms of difficulty, it can be manageable, but appearance. Oh, it's just a snake or a crocodile, don't you see? It's just a normal, tranquil crocodile.
That's his tongue.
You're close, Dweebs. This is the gaping dragon, or as more people commonly refer to, the vagina dragon. You can see in a second why.
I'm not sure if I want to.
We don't really have a choice. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Alright.
boy, monsters that have like 6 billion teeth, my thing.
More than the Osmond family. Don't try to get close too much to this guy, otherwise even just him moving will damage you. And he'd also do the pain train move. But let's try to kill... One thing that you can try to do is to hit the tail in order to inflict some extra damage, and potentially getting a weapon from it. There you go, like he is, the Dragon King Great Axe. But anyway, continue, Libs. Sorry, Shiro, my bad.
I was about to say, if I could be a bit blunt for 2 seconds, the people who say that have probably never actually seen one.
It's the myth, Shiro, like the teeth myth. Oh, Jesus Christ. No.
It sounded like you were singing for a second there. That's like a musical of someone's playthrough of this game.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Markiplier fans love to take his reaction and put it in musical pieces. I don't know why.
I would love Dark Souls the musical.
I'm pretty sure there is something similar to that. Anyway, thanks to the help of Solaire and Lautrec. We're both good at distracting the enemy, but also, giving it extra damage. No, Soler died! No! Soler, get back here, please!
Well, honestly, Shiori and making adaptations of stuff like
There
that
we go.
doesn't really surprise me at this point. Remember,
Ooh.
they made a stage play and they're
And we
making a
got
TV show about the coughing
Thanks,
who wants to be a millionaire thing.
And we got the Homeward Bone, Treaty Humanity, and the Blight Town Key. This, unfortunately, is something we need. So...
What is the key cursed or something?
No. But anyway, this gives us also the standard, simple set, which is the normal set for another class, but we didn't choose. Unfortunately, since Soler died, we can't get a Sunlight Medal, but alas. Anyway, you quickly realize that... let me drink quickly. There is no way out of this door, so we need to go back from whence we came. If you don't remember, near the Welsh character, the Welsh merchant, there was a locked door, so let's see if that one gets opened. Well, let's use first the Homeward Bone to get back to the bonfire and rather level up as well.
Something horrific behind that door, probably.
You have no idea.
And then the monster, and then
Unfortunately, I can't give you a choice in the merit because it is the only way up. So...
And then our hero walked through the door and encountered a peculiar sight. Drunk
And
Welsh
more
fans
endurance.
celebrating the fact that they qualified for the Euros.
Anyway, there you go. I just boosted a bit more of my endurance. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my god, you can't be serious. You waste an Nestus for this. Fuck it. Now, Dave, I thought you were talking about the Crash fans rejoicing that the CTR is qualified for the Game Awards.
Well, maybe that as well, I guess.
Did you see that, I'm not sure if it was confirmed, but an animated movie was rumored?
About Crash?
Yeah.
I mean, I would
think
believe
it's a
it.
part that-
I don't know if it's like a cinema thing or if it's just like a show
I mean,
movie.
I would believe it if I knew what the team that made the Skylanders cartoon is doing, because they may be them doing it.
I mean, for
I don't know.
everything people said about them, the animation was pretty good. As
Oh
far as I
yeah,
remember.
honestly, the thing that kept me out of Skylanders, the cartoon in general, was the fact that the stories were rather simple. So I don't really care that much. But the Crash episode was fun. I mean, I checked it out when it came out. I don't really mind the fact
Crash
that
talking in complete sentences just feels...
I don't know, Dweebs, I don't really mind. Although the thing that I didn't understand is chronologically when it might take place. Like the first game, I suppose. I mean, Tana is in peril. But Coco is there as well. Oh my god.
Was Cortex there?
Yeah. Anyway, let's see if our good old pal can actually give us something decent this time around. But no, like I said, his set is not really that useful. And the crystal weapons, don't even bother. They have a decent. They're the classic equipment that have a nice, alluring, high attack or defense value, but they break easily, and these ones cannot be repaired. So they're like a one-time lose only. So sorry, mate.
Yeah, sorry. Breath of the...
I honestly have
the
more
Wild will
gold
be for
fundraising
another few
anyway. Also, okay then. Polished port.
Oh fuck! Okay, one floating bit of debris doesn't indicate a bad game.
That's
it's like
the thing,
bloody-
Dweebs.
It's like the tree in Pokemon Sword
That's
and
the thing,
Shield.
Dweebs. This particular glitch, I'm encountering a lot recently in any single game I'm playing it. Even like, for example, the Incredible Hulk 2008 video game has this kind of thing, where due to the destruction of the objects, some of them remain in midair. Anyway, let's open the door using the Blight
Maybe your
Town key.
systems are cursed.
Welcome to hell. Well, not immediately, but you already the first thing that welcomes you is a shitty filter for the level. Like already that sets the tone. But not that. It's a vertical level for now, so of course it's one of the worst because you can potentially die just by falling accidentally, complete with small platforms too, because why not? But that's not all. This, in the original release, was the point where the frame rate died. Like, it went through the tens. On PS3, it's nearly unplayable. Thankfully, the remasters fixes completely this, but oh lord, oh no, 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 no. Stay away, you Shrek. Not even kidding, this is just awful. And he has a shit ton of health.
He wants to introduce you to his friend, Donkey Club.
Jesus, no.
What?
Okay. Well, at least it died like that. All right, let's move on, please. Basically, the point is that nobody, absolutely nobody, likes this dungeon, for all the good reason. But more on this. This is more than the sewer level, believe it or not. This is the poison dungeon. Everything in this fucking place poisons you one way or another. Oh, just look a second. Even the objects that you get can potentially poison you, because the enemies here release the dung pies. What are these? It's literally shit. The enemies drop shit here. And okay, I know what you're thinking. Well, it's not too bad. Maybe let's use some Duke Nukem or Postal Logic. You can throw it at enemies to poison them. Yes, you can. Problem is, just the mere act of throwing them poisons you as well. They are an item that nobody likes to use for a good reason. I have no idea what kind of twisted sense of humor Miyazaki and his team had for this game, for this particular part of the game, but holy shite. Anyway, you were saying, Waves?
And I was just gonna say, that's how Shrek made the club. He killed Donkey and
and he
used the
stuffed
skin.
it on a bike or something.
Yeah, and he used the skin as the outside.
Oh fuck! No! No! Basically, you have four sorta variant of enemies here. The big guys that you see before, these smaller guys with bones equipment, but you can see there is someone in the distance, an asshole that is blowing darts at me and base cause a lot of poison damage that stacks quickly to you. These are the pipe blower, I think it's called officially, the type of enemy. But you know what they can blow me? But sorry, I joke aborted because it doesn't work.
Blow you? I know,
yeah,
thank you.
Blow it out your ass. The good news is that they are extremely fragile, so they're not too, once you actually get to them, they're not too difficult to handle. And they do not respawn. The problem is actually getting to them. It is the difficult part. Because they are the enemies that can give you toxicity. That charming 2 times poison debuff that I mentioned you in the other part. Therefore, if you get toxified by them and don't have, blooming purple moss club, you're basically boned, and you might as well just wait until you die, because that happens in the next couple of seconds. So combine everything, at least on an original PS3 release of this game. The poor frame rate, the poor performance of the game in general, the shit ton of enemy, including the enemy placement, everything that wants to kill you in a very bad fashion, the verticality of the level, and what are you doing? Oh, Jesus. The verticality of the level and the small platforming, and this is a recipe for disaster. Even some later stages that were basically blatantly unfinished, for one reason or the other, were still considered better by the community, because at least they were more fair, quote unquote, compared to this. Let's sink in. Anyway, let's try. One other problem of this level, of this type of level, it has a shit ton of branching paths, each with, to be fair, decent rewards on them. So choosing the correct one may be a bit tricky, and there aren't many bonfires tied to here this place.
I was Anyway,
Go on.
on today's slightly off-topic.
Yeah, sure, go on.
We do all these videos. I was browsing through Twitter, and I
On.
found
Why
that
did you do that?
We're both on Twitter too.
I was
Go on,
browsing
Viv.
through Twitter, and I found that though apparently they announced for Switch there's going to be a game called Nyan Cat Lost in Space.
Wait,
Holy
really?
shit.
Nyan Cat is a dead meme by this point. Why did they kept it? Anyway, I got the ninja set. If I want to be a ninja, that's the ticket. It's extremely light, but the protection it offers is extremely mediocre as well. So, aside from fashion sole purpose, I'm not sure our build is suited for this. Go on, Vibs.
No, that was it.
Well,
They
do you
keep-
know what it's about? It's like a platformer, a Flappy Bird clone
Oh,
or
isn't it
something.
already a PC game, I think? Or something?
I actually don't know.
Haven't the foggiest.
I don't know.
Anyway, there's another object here. Yeah, watch out because some of these platforms, as you can see, are specifically designed to trick you into moving too much forward and, jumping down the ledge. And as you can see, again, this level is super vertical. Let me be Todd Hour for a second. You see the swamp down there? You can go there, and in our case, we have to go down there. So the journey down is gonna be long and painful, unfortunately.
Well, slightly on topic. I mean, I'm quite thankful. Like, if I were to play a game like this, I'd be quite thankful to know that it gets slightly easier the later you go into it.
Yes, again, the difficulty here is like any RPG. It's similar to RPGs in general. It's honestly, it has the core RPG mentality into it. The more you grind, the better you will be, repelling the enemies and all. But a good component is also the level design memorization. It can be really useful in that regard. Anyway, thankfully we found one of the only two bonfires here, and unfortunately we were barely started. We're not halfway through. So anyway, let's see.
Collection for this today. I didn't get it.
Anyway, you pop up two humanities. Well, let's do it free. Might as well.
Instead, I got
We
that
have-
drum game for this Switch.
Taiko Drum Master.
Yes.
Are you sure you can handle it?
I play a lot of rhythm games. Whether I'm good at them is debatable.
Oh, of course.
I mean, I'd do that Theatrhythm Final Fantasy series, but unfortunately they're
On 3DS only. Yeah.
yeah. If they made a
There is a
compilation
mobile
for
version
Switch,
of there is a mobile version of the first game, Waves, but don't bother. It's base structure. It was in the early years where Square was treating its mobile division. Therefore, it's counterproductive. Most of the tracks are relegated as DLC, and combining the cost, it's not worth it. Waves.
Right.
Well, I had the demo for this game for a while, and the reason I decided to get it was because two reasons. Somebody posted
Oh, jeez.
basically all.
Go on.
Oh no, so go ahead.
No, go on. I was just reacting to an enemy. Go on.
No, somebody again on Twitter posted all the achievements Toby Fox has made this year, and one of them was a screen cap from that game, and it does have Undertale music in it. But in the
Of
corner
course.
of the menu was also an inkling in squid form. So it's like, oh, it has Undertale and Splatoon music. Well, now
It
I
kinda
have
makes
to
sense.
buy it, don't I?
Of course.
Well, I mean, it's on a
the Taiko-
Pokemon track now, so
The Taiko games tend to love doing and receiving collaborations. I know that they had one track that they shared with Demo. I don't know if you know. I don't remember if I mentioned to you, nor if you know it, Shire. What is it?
No.
Basically, it's a rhythm game with a sort of story mode centered around this little girl that finds herself in a weird place with this guy, Demo, as a black silhouette figure that loves to play the piano but doesn't talk. Also, Jesus Christ, how annoying you are. I really recommend to you, they're now releasing a console version that has most of the tracks in it, so you only have to play once. And surprise, they're actually making a CGI animated movie of it, so now is a perfect time to get into it. Hold on. Oof.
I also tried the demo for Just Shapes and Beats, and my eyes melted out of their sockets.
Of course. Oh my god, what the hell is that? I just had dinner game.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's a parasite intestines. Also, yeah, this.
No, Alice isn't here.
Well, Dweebs, was that on your part then?
No.
It wasn't on my end.
Okay then, the
Maybe
game
your
is
house
haunted
is
then.
haunted.
Someone is haunted for sure. Anyway, as you can imagine, we have to find a way to get rid of that thing. Oh my god. Basically, let me say instead of positive, the one hint that has to, what the, oh shit, that you need to take in account for this level is that ledges, whoa, what the fuck happened? The stairs are marked with a torch near the ledges. So if you see one, that's your hint that you can actually climb up or down, like here, for example. Yeah. Also, yes, very stairs combat, but I don't recommend it. It's stacking you against you because the enemy has much better reflexes than you. Come on, you want to get up or not? Okay then. Let's go to other stair then. Oh, there's another shiny there. See if I can get it. A large soul. Not so much. Now, we could try getting the enemy here, but let's just say that it's not very friendly, so we need to find another way to get through it. It's not mandatory to pass through that passage, but it does guard a pretty nifty pyromancy that we could get, so let's try to find a way. Let's see. Maybe
I'm not gonna do a Jeff Goldblum joke.
Well, honestly, Dweebs, the way life propagates in this fucking game is beyond me. Oh, look at that! We reach the blowpiper. Take this. Blow this. There you go.
And that was how the Pied Piper of Hamelin met his end.
The end.
Well, that's
Okay,
what he gets for kidnapping children.
I think we're on the good track here. It's funny because with one of the enemies of the Flash, the DC Universe character, is called the Pied Piper and has a magical flute and everything.
Oh.
Though I don't remember. Well, probably in the Silver Age, yes, but I don't remember if it kidnapped the children or not. I mean, it is possible. Anyway, by doing this road, we just reach the parasite's mouth. So let's. There you go. And now in this position, he can't do anything to us. So let's keep bombarding the shit out of it with our attacks. There we go. Of course, he had to scream this way because nightmares are not made just by that. Oh, jeez. Anyway, let's get the item it was guarding. Power within pyromancy. When I have a moment to be calm, I'll tell you and show you what it does. Okay, we're done. Good. Alright then. Let's... let's view the items. I think it's... There we go. There it is.
I thought you were going to do the Inspector Gadget thing for a second.
No. Pyromancy or Carmina, who harness the power of flame to actualize the inner self. This is fucking warrior. Short strength, endurance boost, but loses HP. Excessive power eats away the life course of its caster, and like all dangerous spells, power within was kept secret for eons. The trade-off is the gist that you need to get is exactly the second paragraph. It boosts your strength and endurance, but you constantly lose HP as if you were poisoned. So it's a sort of trade-in. But it is one that is actually can be really useful for a build, so let's try keeping that in mind. At the next bonfire we can actually equip it because we have enough slots. Oh shit. Let's get on the other ladder. And now in this case it can be a step ladder, sorry Shiroi. To get instead here. Oh, he wanted to do that to entrap me. I'll taste this. We can't one-shot these guys, but it's fine enough like this. Anyway, this item is the Eagle Shield. This is a sort of tower shield, but if I recall correctly, it has a decent electricity resistance. But it's not made for us, at least not for now, certainly. But again, I really applaud the level design. It does, chain together each other, and let's see. No, it's too risky. It does chain together and gives a Metroidvania kind of vibe, which is very nice, actually. Fortunately, not so much for the sequels, but we'll get to those eventually, another time. Alright, maybe I can jump drop. I forgot where specifically I do have to drop, but it's not too far from here. Oh yeah, it's definitely here. Yeah, it's definitely here. Oh man. Also, it's funny that you mentioned Taiko Drum Master because that too is published by Bandai Namco.
Oh.
Though I don't know if it's a case of licensing stuff or it can be counted as an original IP from them. I mean, it can be possible. I mean, they still have stuff like the Idol Master in their original IP sharing, and that is anime as fuck.
Oh yeah, speaking of Bandai Namco,
Yes.
I keep seeing Ace Combat 7 in shops at a decent price, but I've never been able to get it still.
Well, just plan it if you're interested in. Maybe just wait until they release all the DLCs, I guess.
Thought they'd have done that by now.
I think we just released a trailer for one of the DLCs. If you check on Gematsu, it probably tells you. Okay, let's try to get here. I mean, I could drop here and get the item, but let me spoil you already. It's a whip weapon, and whips in this game are useless, so let's not do that.
They do sound like a useless weapon for a game like this.
Unfortunately, I still struggle to find an RPG where a whip is a decent weapon, unfortunately. Maybe the Final Fantasy games, since their attack power is everything and whips, have to be useful somehow. But even then, they're only using two or three games, and they're more used as sort of catalysts for mages. So I don't know. Let's see. Maybe here? No, definitely no. Let's not go here. Let's go instead here and see. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? And it spits fire. What is wrong with this game? My God.
I think that every time I think that when I got to certain parts of GTA 5.
Actually, while we're on the subject, while I get down, you can actually enlighten me on something, with a curiosity of sorts. Just to know, did you actually play the GTA 4?
A bit.
Okay, well, not much, I guess. So I guess you can't tell me about what does the yellow car, because I know it's used for memes of all kind on GTA 4, but I don't know what specifically is tied to.
Honestly, that game was so boring. I forgot.
And we got the Wanderer set. It's probably we'll use the pants later on, and the falchion. The falchion is rather useless. Oh my God, I forgot about these. Yeah, at the bottom side of the swamp, you start to see these enemies, flies. They are an annoyance because they are barely targetable. And
there you are. That's the most accurate thing in this game so far.
Flies.
Yeah.
That's reassuring, Wibbs. But anyway, we're actually close to the bottom. Let's try a jump like this. Oof. There's a oof right there. And here. There we go. Can't believe I managed to do it in one life. I thought I was going to die for sure. And I'm just calling it, aren't I?
Oh, I was listening to a bit early. I was listening to a bit of, not the whole piece, but I listened early to a bit of Pokemon Sword and Shield's music.
Yeah.
And I seriously get the feeling that the person who composed that theme was trying to beat Pokemon Gen 3 for most trumpets in the song.
Shit. Okay, now I can explain this. Now we reach finally the bottom of the swamp. You can start hearing an echo in the distance about Shrek wanting to get out. But here's the trick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I forgot to mention, the flies respawn constantly, even if you haven't rest at the bonfire, so good luck with that, I guess. Here's the gist of it. The terrain of the swamp is constantly poisonous. If you stay too much into it, you're gonna get poisoned very quickly. So stay out of it, right? Well, it's not that simple, because you will need to traverse this terrain. And if you don't have the ring that we got in the Undead Asylum, the one that helps you with the difficult terrains, you will be slow as molasses on this. Meaning that you will also be, facing the difficulty of not having that much agility on it. Now, if you normally will be able to tank the poison, that wouldn't be a problem. But for this one, yeah, for this state of the game, it is kind of a problem. But again, we're still in good news territory. We have reached, the bottom of this shithole. So at least we're at a good point.
Don't say it, you'll jinx it.
Honestly, no, because we're also close to a bonfire. Just by passing here, we get properly. Oh, it's not here. Where is it? Maybe a bit later. Oh no, I think we're a bit offshoot. And oh my god, fucking leeches! Are you kidding me?
A series of unfortunate events.
No, dweebs, it's that fucking beat in Donkey Kong 2005 that keeps making me vomit. Seriously, Peter Jackson, I love you, but your obsession with...
Jimmy King Kong?
Yeah.
I thought you said Donkey Kong.
I may have slipped. But the good thing... Oh my god, I'm poisoned now. The good thing is that the leeches guard or can drop green titanite, which is used for leveling up some weapons. So this is by far the best spot to farm up the green titanite. Anyway, let me try to search for the bonfire. It's not too far from here anyway. Well, at least the flies have stopped respawning. Fuck it, I'm getting poisoned, whatever.
Famous last words. Fuck it, I'm getting poisoned, whatever, TO 2019.
There it is. Alright, finally. Again, we are now in a very advantageous position anyway, but before proceeding, let's move here for a bit of lore, because while it's not specifically confirmed, it is strongly implied that this small pool that you see here, that you think will be a trap or something, like with a hidden enemy or a chest that explodes and anything, is where the Gaping Dragon was residing before getting up. And if it can be confirmed by the item we get here, our Dragon Scale, which is an item tied to dragons, a sort of loot that you can get. Modders have tried to search the level, the level design, and while not connecting it properly, they showcase that here, vertically, there is a huge tunnel here that can potentially connect with the area where the Gaping Dragon arrives in the depths. So it kind of makes sense that it will start from here, although the passage is a bit narrow, to be honest. Anyway, let's try leveling up a bit more. Let's do... resistance, maybe? No, we're already... I'm sure, why not? Just to have a bit more chance. And let's attune... Since we have 4 slots, let's attune Power Within. Unfortunately, we can use it only once. I think it was nerfed with a patch or something, but it will be plenty enough for us. Anyway, there we go. Now we need to proceed towards that direction. But before doing that, let's explore just a bit the area, because we have an invaders, Dark Eater Mildred. She's a female and she's a cannibal, as the name suggests. Don't worry, she shouldn't be too much difficult. Again, famous last words.
Dark. Damn it, I
Yes.
want to read the text. It keeps vanishing.
Dark Eater Mildred, sorry.
Mildred. Oh yeah, that was a character out of that weird James
There we
Bond
go.
knockoff.
Sorry, Man-Eater. Dark Eater Mid-Ear is a boss for Dark Souls 3. But anyway, defeating her nets us a humanity, and our 3 humanities, and her weapon, a butcher knife. Let's use these humanities to also kindle the bonfire while we're at it. I don't want to. There we go. Just so I don't lose that much. And someone else loves to watch me, apparently, losing my shit in Blighttown. So let's level up endurance a bit more. We're gonna need to level up a lot of endurance anyway, so better start as early as possible. Oh shit. Taste my weapon. Anyway, now we can actually proceed forward. Okay, here. Oh shit. And we got the largest soul of a proud knight. And if we can see in the distance here, one thing that you couldn't do in the original because of the slightly lower resolution, is the fact that there are some other, giant enemies, the Shrek-like enemies, that are holding massive boulders. So, yay, I guess. Let's try avoiding them for all that is worth. We get a large Titanite shard. And by defeating this enemy here, we should have a decent path towards us. By circumventing it, I just say. The good news is that just by staying in a swamp, you only get poisoned. You don't get, toxified. And that's a relief after all the blow dart enemies. Go. I'm gonna heal myself from the poison later. Because the important thing is to reach. And as you can see, the level design transition from a swamp to a series of webs. Oh no. Welcome to Quelag's domain. That doesn't sound foreboding at all.
Quaylog. That sounds like a made-up alien species.
And we can see amongst all these cobwebs that.
Does it mean Quaylog?
No, it's Quelag actually, because if you have a right item and a character can tell you the name how it's pronounced, we can see these enemies that are praying to something. This one doesn't attack you, so don't bother with them. They have. Well, how about it, Waves? We haven't had a choice in this part yet, so. Do you want me to attack this guy or not?
Nah, don't leave him.
Shiri?
Nah.
Alright, then let's leave them. Later on in the game, we will be ones that attack you, so... Oh, look at that! Before the boss arena, there's a summoning sign. And who is it? Man-Eater Mildred! Apparently being the shit out of her made her friend. With a friend. Who the funk?
Interesting trope.
Defeating means friendship.
Yeah, you have thought. Yeah, you've cut my arm off. I want to be your friend.
She's really useful because now we're having one of the more tougher boss fights in this game. Well, at least for the early game. Let's call it a Disc 1 final boss in that kind of sense. It is. Oh no! Oh no! It's oh. It's a giant spider lady. And the worst kind.
Oh my god, it's the villain from that Spider-Man musical, the first rendition of it.
Hello. This is Chaos Witch Quelag. This is an absolute beast because she relies on fire magic and spewing lava from her spider body. Thankfully, Mildred is super resistant to lava attacks, so she's really useful in this fight because she distracts the enemies and can attack all the swamp. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! She one-shotted me.
Oh.
Oh man.
Is this an optional boss?
No. We need to
Oh.
get it. She's just before the second Battle of Awakening, Dweeb, so we're doing this. We're so doing this.
Oh god, we're gonna be here forever.
Let's try not. The good news is that I have all the humanity that I need to retry for a long time, so Mildred will accompany us all the time. There we go. But let me toggle a bit the inventory. Oh, I have the gold pine resin. Basically, Quelag is treated, enemy-wise, as a demon type enemy, meaning that electricity works a lot better on her. Sorry, so I have some gold pine resin still left in my inventory, and applying that to a weapon causes it to gain electricity as an element, meaning that it will help us immensely. Now, to be honest, the damage output is not our priority. Our priority is fucking survive. But to be honest, I got blindsided by that attack. So let's try to be more careful and not too greedy in that kind of sense. Thankfully, the good news is that with the cinematic doesn't happen every time you enter the room. So anyway, let me get. There you go. There we go. And while we're doing this, let me eat up the moss clumps. Nom nom nom. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh Jesus. Come on, Mildred, do your thing.
What thing?
Do the thing.
Yeah, and then
And then they kissed.
yeah, that. This is core of season 5, folks.
The final boss of that is a giant fucking spider. Fortunately, Quelag has decided to be a jokester and blocking my way with fucking lava. And since it takes its sweet ass time to actually, move away, and I haven't. Oh my god, this is so aggressive, more than I remember. Since it takes its sweet ass time for the lava to despawn. Alright, let's try again. Okay, the damage output is nice enough, so I should be able to. Oh jeez. Just stay away from me. Of course you have to bathe in the fucking lava. And Mildred is almost KO'd anyway, so let's try to be a bit more aggressive. Oh, come on!
Drop a nuke on it.
I can't. Tactical nuke incoming! It's over! Well, to be honest, Dweebs, the weapon that I'm wielding with the right equipment, with the right adjustment, is called, there you go, the base cannon, so... Oh my god, no.
One-shot it again.
Okay, that time for another check. Oh my god, she killed him when he was dying!
Okay.
Okay, I don't know if this makes the boss the respawn or not, so let's try one more time just to be safe.
So wait, she died while you were dying, or?
It is possible, but the algorithm, I don't know exactly how it works. If I guess if the animation happens before you're completely dead, it sticks, but otherwise it doesn't. I don't know. But in the meantime, let me change a bit the equipment to give, if I recall correctly, reduces magic damage. Do I have something resisting fire here? No, of course not. I don't have a fire resisting shield. Alright. Think of something while we get there. And I almost wasted my old gold pine raising. He was hoping I don't have to redo it. Well, while I'm getting there, can you tell me the timer, just to know?
45 minutes.
Okay, we're still good enough for at least 1 or 2 tries. Get off me! Oh my god!
No, don't take it as the trophy or
You're
something.
my slave now.
You can help us out.
Oh my god, it's really easy taking off of me.
Go
Polished port!
Can we drag it through fire?
No. And there it goes.
You're gonna use it as... Aww.
Well,
Bye, friend.
no time to question it because we actually had angered one of the bolder Shreks, so. Alright. Oh no, she doesn't respond. She has responded.
Oh, well,
Alright.
we're not that lucky.
Alright, let's eat the moss clumps in the meantime.
Yeah, before I fight the boss, I'm just gonna have my tea.
No. Alright, Mildred, you think we're up to this? Good. Let's try again.
And don't fuck up.
Again. Problem is that, again, like I mentioned, Quelag is quite aggressive, and the thing is that Mildred takes her sweetest time to actually get inside the gate, meaning that... Come on. Meaning that Quelag immediately targets you, potentially. Alright. There. Oh my god. Just do the explosion attack. Come on, I know you want to. Come on. I honestly, even her boss music is one of the more lame. Well, not lame, more like bland to listen to, unfortunately. I usually like the boss themes, but this one is so meh.
I can't actually hear it, unfortunately.
Well, you were able to do when I actually render up the commentary. Alright, she's almost done. Oh my god, oh my god! This is really is the Dark Soul experience. There, fucking dead.
She was saving that.
Victory lap. And we got also her soul between humanities. So since we did it with the giant moonlight butterfly, so let's do it with Quelag as well. Solo Quelag, once daughter of the Witch of Izalit. If you don't remember, she was one of the guys, of the people that were mentioned in the intro that got one of the big souls. But now this daughter of the witch, is a chaos demon. Well, was, I killed her. Special beings have special souls, and Quelag souls contains all aspects of chaos. Use it to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. Basically, particular blacksmiths in the game will give you special items by you giving to them the souls of bosses, and they give you themed weapons or accessories tied to them. No, I can't wait to hear Liv's reaction when he gets there, because the moment he goes away, I actually beat the boss. But the great news is that we have found the second Bell of Awakening.
And the frame rate is struggling to find itself.
Oh my god, it's probably the streaming. He was hoping it doesn't cause problems. Alright, let's pull it. But there we go. We actually managed to fight to do the task we were supposed to do in the first place by getting to Lordran. So now we can actually progress to the second act of the game. By hearing the second bell, someone actually awakens and decides to pull an iron chain. He's actually a giant, by the way. We'll actually be able to meet him later. And by doing that, it opens that gate that was closed near the guy with the onion armor. So now we can get there. I get the game is subtly telling you that's where you're supposed to go now. And we got also a homeward bomb, but don't use it. It's best if we do it. We go back to Firing Shrine another way. So as a conclusion, let's have a sneak peek here to showcase that something wicked this way comes potentially. But let me give you also a secret. Here, as you can see, right here, there are stuff like a plate, an exit here, and some other cobwebs around here. But if you strike one particular one of them, let's see, maybe this one. No, then it's
Just
this
slice
one.
all of them, I guess.
No, I forgot which specific one. I think it was, or maybe. Hold on. No.
We're
Okay,
waiting for these anyway, so.
Yeah. Maybe this. Maybe that. There. Oh, we found it. There you go. There it is. Another room with this guy. This guy is called Engil. Let's see what he wants to say. Let's see what he wants to say.
What have we here? Are you a new servant?
Not really. But sure, let's say yes. What could possibly go wrong?
You have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience.
Fair lady.
Fair lady, I pray that you will mind your manners.
Basically, this is another potential covenant, but we will get here later on in the game because it's better this way. It will be tied to a crucial decision of the game. This is the Chaos Servant covenant. As you can see, there's a being here that is identical looking to Quelag, just in a more pale shape. And she doesn't look that good. She doesn't look in good health. Basically, the job of the Covenant is to give her humanity and make her feel a bit better. It's all about helping her. But unfortunately, it's best if we just ignore her for the moment. Anyway, let's level up a bit more.
Take your time, I guess.
The reason also why is because I can unlock this bonfire, which I can get to back easily later in the game. But for now, let's just leave it there and return from whence we came, because there is another way to get to Fire Shrine, which was the short way that I suggested a couple of parts ago. Let's get here. The weird thing is that when you actually look back at Quelag's arena, you realize just how big it was, and yet how the fight made it look so small thanks to all the fucking lava being spewed. But anyway, like I said, we're actually at a good point. So yeah, Dweebs, the moment you went away, I defeated the boss.
Of bloody course I missed it.
But to sum it up, we also rang the bell. We have met a potential new covenant for us to join later on in the game, not now, of course. And now we're going to go back to Fire Shrine using the shortcut that I did suggested to take as an alternative route back then. Anyway, let's get here. This. Because we're gonna explore a bit better also Blight Town way later on in the game, since it's like one other optional area. But if we go here, oh look at that! It's Shiva. What are you doing here?
Strange to meet away from the clan and the forest. But while you are here, how about some equipment? I love collecting these things, but I can only keep so many. And you know.
Of
No,
course,
don't buy the equipment.
But that's the thing,
poison
Dweebs.
too.
That's the thing, Dweebs. Even if I wanted, his prices are outrageous. Honestly. Oh my god, the flies are attacking me in the meantime.
That's not fair. You're trying to buy an item, but
Well, Dweebs, it's kind of like Dead Space here. You're not that safe.
You can wait
But
in the
again,
queue like
Dweebs,
everyone else. Jesus
it's not. It's like Dead Space. Just because you're pausing, that doesn't save you at all. Oh my god,
Other
this
what if I
games
need to
told
go
me
to the
that
toilet or
happens.
something?
you need to find a safe area. Or the only moment where you truly are safe if you're resting at a bonfire. Because there, it counts as a sort of safe area where the enemies don't attack you. But anyway, by going here, there is, for lack of a better term, an escalator. Okay. And there is a sort of a bit of a humor here. If you pay attention to the, if you can manage to go to look inside the wheels, oh my god, are you serious?
Ah! If you go inside the wheels, you'll fall off and die.
Moving on.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah, just whatever. And I bet,
Just rest at the bonfire. We'll continue another day.
sure, might as well just end it here. Especially because there's a lot to unpack. So let's call it a night here for now. So see you for the next time, where we go back to Firing Shrine, make the point of the situation, considering all the new people we recruited, and when we go on to the next dungeon, Sense Fortress. See ya.